Yes, Eaton, who's now 41 and in his prime was one of the greatest workers in the business, didn't get a check in the mail one week and called about it and was told at that point he was no longer with the company. He called J.J. Dillon about it, and Dillon told him his contract had expired and he wasn't being renewed. Eaton was probably the only person left who'd been with the company uninterrupted from the Turner buyout of Crockett in 88, and his tenure with Crockett dated back to Midnight Express days in 85. So think about that. The guy had been with the company from 85 to 2000, checks the mail one week, doesn't have a check, calls about it, and they said, oh, yeah, you don't work here anymore. After 15 years. This is, listen, I understand nobody's owed anything, blah, blah, blah. I understand it's a business and it's show business. I get all that. But man, just a phone call would have been nice here for old Bobby, wouldn't it?
Sure would have been.
Yeah.
Don't know why it wasn't done. J.J. Dillon that one's on J.J. Unless perhaps, legal didn't, it's conceivable. I'm gonna cut J.J. some slack here, but it's conceivable that J.J. didn't even know.
So you think J.J. was running talent relations officially?
I think that's what he was hired for. That's what I hired him for. I don't know what the company had him doing at this point in time. Again, I wasn't in the office. I wasn't overseeing anything. I wasn't managing anybody. Nobody was reporting to me. Not trying to disavow. I'm just trying to make it clear that I wasn't in charge of WCW when this went down. So I don't know what happened, but I can guess pretty accurately, I think, what could have happened. And what could have easily happened is those cuts were made by legal, accounting, finance, and legal work together in order to figure out who to cut, when to cut. And once that decision was made, if it wasn't communicated to talent relations, how would they know? How would JJ know if no one told him? That could have easily happened. And I'm not trying to cut slack for JJ just because he's JJ, but I'm being honest about what conceivably happened there, because that's how dysfunctional WCW was at the time. And keep in mind, this is at a point in time where nobody in Turner Legal or Turner Finance gave a shit about WCW. Most of them couldn't wait to pull the plug on it. They'd been waiting for 8 years to pull the plug on WCW, and this was their opportunity. So to think that legal or finance would have had the courtesy to pick up the phone and let JJ know because they were concerned about JJ's relationship or whoever was in charge of talent relations at that time, to assume that would have happened would have been a bad assumption. I'm almost certain that JJ didn't know, or whoever was running talent relations at the time.